Disney fails. This is a series of videos that I like to do on a regular basis when I see some shenanigans from Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line that just absolutely demands my attention. So let's get right to it. Okay, for this first one here, we have a haunted mansion evacuation at Disney World, Magic Kingdom. Huh. This is fascinating. Out of all my years of Disney World, I've never seen an illuminated evacuation from the haunted mansion. I've never even seen this room lit up before. This is super cool. I ain't gonna lie. Wow. You even see the little mechanisms behind the dune buggies kind of twirling around. You see the little mechanisms behind the gravestones there twirling around as well. That's super cool, man. Look at that. Wow. Fascinating. You know, I didn't even know that the grass there was that green. You cannot see the grass because it's just so dark within this graveyard section of the haunted mansion. This is cool. This is not even really a fail. This is cool. Honestly. Before I forget, this footage comes from the_Teener78 from Threads. So thank you to her for this beautiful bean footage here. Kind of makes me laugh though, because you know, on the times that I've been on an attraction that broke down and I try to get footage, I always get told to put my camera away. I guess because I just have a big presence. I'm 6'2", like 250. So sure, maybe they had on meta glasses, I guess. But I feel like the cast members do their best to try to dissuade you from filming when something breaks down like this. I don't know, I just find it interesting that they even got this footage to begin with in the first place, but I'm not hating or anything. You know, I definitely thank you for today's footage so I could react to it. Like I said, I said fail, but I don't really call that a fail. That was just interesting for sure. I'd never seen the inside of Haunted Mansion before. Who knows why the ride actually broke down, but you know, I just found it cool. You know, I'd never seen the Haunted Mansion graveyard illuminated or it's green grass before, so very, very cool for sure. All right, and then we got Mickey and Minnie at this baseball game, guest starring for some reason. I don't know, man. I don't even know if this was in Orlando or Anaheim, who knows. And Minnie loses an ear. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. I love that Mickey is like, cuz we got to go. We gotta go now. I'm like, okay, listen. We gotta go. We gotta go right now. Oh no. Oh, I love like when the air is coming down, it actually droops the eye. It's almost like the air is connected to the eye on the Minnie, you know, helmet, mask, I guess. That's crazy. Dude, oh, finally, they're like, okay, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. Come on, Minnie, come on. Okay. Oh, no. That's not good. Wow, that's a show right there. Oh, no. That's brilliant right there. So this one, of course, doesn't really even take place in any other parks, but those were definitely the official, you know, Disney parks, Mickey and Minnie, and like some baseball gear and whatnot. It just a costume malfunction. It just, you know, Minnie's whole ear just drooped off to the side. I guess it was some kind of a mechanism that she's supposed to secure on there, or the costume designers are supposed to secure to ensure that that doesn't like happen. I bet there were some kids in the stadium like, what's wrong with Minnie? She looks sick. She's hurt. Who hurt her? So, I don't know, but definitely a struggle bus, that's for sure. Shout out to Earth to Disney for that beautiful beam footage. Definitely gotta appreciate that. It's not every day that you go to a ball game and see a Disney costume malfunction of that nature. So that's pretty crazy to witness for sure. Okay, in our next Disney news story here, we have this middle-aged woman here got locked up the other day, apparently, because she got into a tussle with a Disney manager at the Contemporary Resort at Steakhouse 71. She took a glass of water and poured it over top of his head because apparently either a waiter or another manager within the restaurant said something provocative or rude to her daughter. Listen. Don't put your hands on nobody. Just, you know, file a complaint or get in contact with guest services. You know, but putting your hands on somebody when nobody has put their hands on you that it's never going to turn out well. I'm a father to a daughter. Would I want to whoop the ass of somebody who talks slick to my daughter and she didn't, appreciate the sentiments? Yeah, that's the most animalistic, logical response to a situation like that. But there are two sides to every story. And beating down a Disney manager on Disney property, you ripped off his name tag, you took a glass and poured water over top of him. You're going to get locked up every time. And not only are you going to get locked up, you're going to get, trespass from the Contemporary Resort, and you get trespass from all of Disney World properties. So maybe, I don't know, maybe choose another course of action. Don't let the anger get the best of you. Just saying, you just got to pick and choose your battles a little more wisely, especially when you have family involved, man. You got to, I mean, from a father perspective, if I beat down the person that's, getting to my daughter and I get locked up, who's going to be there to defend my wife and daughter if I'm locked up in the penitentiary? Just saying. You gotta think about it like that, man. You gotta think logically. You gotta think outside the box. You gotta think about the future. You can't just act off of emotions. Like a split-second emotion from like a little 5 or 10-second interaction could impact the rest of your life. Now, she's got a felony on her record. She can't go to Disney World no more. And now she'll always have this blemish on her record because she decided to put hands on somebody. And you simply just cannot do that, period. And one more for y'all today. We have this parade scuffle at the Magic Kingdom. I told myself I was done doing scuffle videos on YouTube because they always get demonetized, but maybe if I change my wording around a little bit, simply, they were clearly in a scuffle because due to a spot for a parade at Disneyland. Why would you do that? There's nothing at Disneyland worth getting into a scuffle over, worth getting into. It ain't worth it, bro. You got to think to yourself, how much money did I pay for my family to get in here? You got you, your spouse, a couple of kids. That's about $600-700, bro. You're like, am I really gonna, knock this person out because they stepped in front of me during a parade? Maybe just tap them on the shoulder, like, hey, we've been standing here for about an hour waiting on the parade to start. Would you mind not just walking in front of us, please, while the parade is about to start? Even if said person's like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I bet. Cool. Maybe grab a cast member, tell them the situation, like, hey man, this person's cussing me out. It's really making my family feel uncomfortable. I could appreciate it if you could call security, have them step in and handle this individual, please, so that I don't put hands on them myself. Because I paid a lot of money to be here and I don't want to get kicked out. But instead, egos take over, primal instincts take over, and they started to act like monkeys in the jungle. And they start, getting into a scuffle, and this is the result. Everybody gets kicked out. Everybody gets trespassed. No one wins. When you get into a scuffle in a Disney park like this, no one wins. Everybody gets kicked out. Everybody gets trespassed. That's all there is to it, man. Just don't do it. You either walk away or go tell a cast member, go tell a manager, let them handle it. As soon as you go here, you're not going to win. You might feel that you won in the moment, but in the grand scheme of reality, you're just not going to win. I'm sorry. I don't know. I know that might be tough for some people to understand, but hey, listen, if you care more about pride and ego for after you pay thousands of dollars to get into these parks, then listen, do what you're gonna do. Get those charges. Get that felony on your record. Get that trespass notice. Do you, dog? I like nice things in life. So I'm going, and I'm big and muscular, but I'm not gonna let somebody ruin my good time though. It's not happening. I'm gonna take my family and I'm gonna walk away and I'm gonna tell the nearest cast member, hey man, they acting a fool. Somebody needs to handle that. That's all there is to it. And with that, we'll end this one here as well. Okay, as always, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure you hit that like button. I take my family to Disney World, Disneyland, and the Disney Cruise Line multiple times a year. So if you want to see our family vlogs or family adventures throughout the parks and the cruise line, make sure you get subscribed. Now, you can follow me at youtube.com/martech79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, thank you guys for the years of support, and I will see y'all on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.